Hi again, it's Steve Yolongo with Royal LePage Signature. I've been selling real estate for over 10 years in the Greater Toronto area, and this is my Behind the Numbers series, Stouffville edition, where I look at the most recent, relevant real estate data. So if you're interested in the housing market in Stouffville, like and subscribe because this is definitely for you. Now let's get right into it. Okay, so first let's get an overall look at what's happening in the market, and then we'll break down and start looking at some subcategories as well. So in all home types, you can see here that there were 71 sales in the month of April. Now that is up from March, and it is definitely up from February and January of this year. The next line, we're looking at active listings. So as you can see, active listings have gone up to 120 units, but historically that's still extremely low. So what's happening with the average sale price? And this is why I wanted to break it down this way for you this month. Now that we have 4 months of data, you can see that the average sale price in January was $1,345,000. That was up almost 10% from December of 2022. In February, we saw a 0.6% dip, so it dropped about $10,000 in February. In March, it came down another quarter point, so $1,334,000. But in April now, we've seen it jump by 5%, all the way up to $1,402,000. So you can see that the average sale price was definitely came up from December, held its own, and now in April we're starting to see that increase. It's going to be interesting to see what happens in May, June, and July. All right, so hold on to that information. Now let's look at a couple of the submarkets. Okay, let's look at the detached homes. So again, I brought up the last 4 months of data. As you can see, there were 42 sales in April. That's down a little bit from March, which had 49 sales, but definitely up from January and February. Active listings, again, you're going to hear this over and over again. There just is not enough homes to buy. There's not enough homes out there on the market. So we're at 79 available detached homes as of April. Now, here's something really interesting. Average sale price, you can see here it's up 15% from March. Does that mean that you've won the lottery if you own a detached home in Stouffville? No. Let me explain a little bit closer. In April, there were 6 properties that transacted that were over $3 million a piece. In March, there was only 1 property that sold for over $3 million. So when you have some really expensive properties trading hands, it is going to skew that average sale price a fair bit. However, as you can see, the average sale price in January jumped 12% from December, tapered off a little bit in February and March, and of course now in April it is definitely up. Coincidentally, I took out those really high sales and looked at the average sale price, and we were still up from March. So that's really good news if you own a detached home in town. Up next, let's look at our attached homes, which would be our townhouses and semi-detached properties. As you can see here, more sales in April yet again. Up from March, where we had 13. In February, we had 9. In January, we only had 4. Active listings are down from 16 to 15 units. Now, how has this affected the average sale price if you own a townhouse or a semi-detached property? Well, the number went up significantly in January from December. So we bounced up to 12.3% in January. In February, it went up a little bit more. In March, it kind of went backwards a bit. And in April, we saw it come down by 0.8%. So in dollars amounts, that's about $10,000 on the average sale price. What I can tell you is look forward in the next few months. If we continue to see solds increasing and not enough listings coming on the market, we are definitely going to see an increase in price in the attached home sector. And finally, let's look at our condos. So condo apartments and condo townhouses. If you own one or you're looking to buy one, these are the numbers you are most interested in. First off, let's look at how many properties actually sold. We had 10 units sell in the month of April, which is up from January, February, and March. Active listings stayed the same from last month, sitting at 26. Now, that is a little high compared to the other types of homes in town, but remember, I've said this month over month, we do have some new construction buildings coming up, and when they are ready to be released, you'll see quite a few units come for sale before you can actually go in and walk through the building. So these are pre-closing sales, which we do have a fair bit in Stouffville right now. So it skews the numbers a little bit. But the exciting part is, let's look at the average sale price. We went from $617,000 in January, which was down 26%, believe it or not, from December. But we saw that average sale price bounce back quickly in February by 15%. It jumped another 10% in March, and now it's up another 6.33% in April. It's going to be interesting to see what the next following months has to offer. So there you have it, my forecast for the Stouffville real estate market. It looks like lots of days of sunshine are ahead, everybody. We're seeing our active inventory just not climbing at the rate of how many properties are selling. This has already shown that it has an impact on the average sale price, and it will continue to have an impact on that average sale price. Look forward to that average sale price increasing in the next few months. If you're looking to sell your home this year, get it ready and let's get it on the market. Now is definitely the time. If you're a buyer, don't wait any longer. If you're looking for the bottom of the market, we've already passed that. We are in an increasing market now. Get out there, look at property, fall in love with something, and go and put in an offer. Now is definitely the time. If you're in need of any help, give me a call, message me below. I'd be glad to have a chat about your home or your buyer needs. For now, I hope you have an amazing month. I'll see you next month with another update. And if you have some time, check out my other video here about the GTA market. It is interesting to see what's happening out there around us because it does impact our town. Bye for now.